And the sheriff at the time was Sheriff Mike Everett. He was president of the Illinois Sheriff's Association. And he now works as security at a church in Tennessee. Or at least that's what I last heard. He's not moving up the law enforcement ranks, if you catch my drift. Why? Why did he leave? What happened there? Did he have a video of what happened to me in the jail with Brent Folk? That was the person who withheld my medicines and taunted me with them. I mean, taunted me. Made a joke out of it, a game with it. Made me call myself an idiot before they would give me my medicine. This fucking guy. Yeah, if you think that stuff's okay. And then he entered my cell when he finally gave me the medicine and just like screamed in my face because he didn't like the way I used it. Because they withheld it from me for 5 hours and I was in distress. I came out of that jail with allegedly infections in both of my lungs. Both of them. They weren't giving COVID tests unless you had like a fever or lost a taste and smell, I think, at that time. So they didn't give me a COVID test. But I had a bronchitis infection and no cough. And extreme pain in both lungs. And the bottom of my lungs were filled up with some shit. And they just said that thought it was because, the jail was poor conditions. And not long after that, the whole jail got renovated. But I talked about how there was an inmate in there who thought that there was black mold and was talking about it. I think he was talking about it, thinking that there was black mold. I talked about the eggs behind the grate that I stayed in. There was a grate on the window, and like there was breakfast behind it. Somebody's breakfast was up there. Like it just been there for however long. I don't know. They just weren't worried about it, The water that come out of the faucet was brown. There was no toiletries in there and no sheets. And for the first however long, they didn't bring me either one. And I was, by the end of it, I was begging for toilet paper. And they never did bring me toilet paper. I took a shit on that toilet and wiped my ass with a bloody paper towel that I had wrapped around my pinky because it was bleeding when I came in, and they didn't have any band-aids either. So, I managed to get my ass wiped, but it was with a towel covered in blood. They didn't bring me liquids till like the end of the first day. I asked about it, but they were sending around somebody to deliver everything instead of doing it themselves. And then they were depending fully on, that person's word, I guess, that everything was done, everybody got what they wanted, and they weren't doing any kind of check. And so I just ended up without liquids for, I don't know how long, but it was just that first day.